when I was in college, and I was down there for the summer. I paid my dorm rent and everything for the summer, and I wasn't able to do the research study that I was supposed to be doing. And I just decided like, hey, like I need something to do. I need to do something. Um, and I sold my first outfit, and I was like, man, I could really like turn this into a business, turn this into a brand. So I like kind of wrestled with a few different names. I wanted it to do something with have something to do with my name, but not exactly be Karlyn the brand or something like that. I wanted to be something that was like a part of me, but a little bit separate. So somehow I came up with Kartandra. I wanted something that sounded unique, something that sounded cool, and yeah, that's when she was born. Seeing the evolution and seeing like how much better I've gotten. I mean, like, to be completely transparent, like when I first launched my website, I had like really high expectations of like how many sales I was gonna have, and let's just say those expectations were not exactly met. But looking back on the quality of work then versus my quality now, I understand, and it makes a lot more sense. And now, like that, I'm seeing so much more traction. It's because I've, really developed that personal style within my brand. Like I said, the quality is really just there. I'm a lot more consistent. My stitches are tighter. Like, yeah, things like that. It was probably about, I'd say, a year in, which sounds like a long time, but there was a lot of different things that I needed to go through, a lot of different ways that I need to develop, not just like professionally, but personally as well. And so, because at first I was just trying to make things when people requested them, when people said that they wanted something or they liked something, or they saw something crochet that they really liked, and I would try to like recreate it then. But then I started to say like, okay, well, I can't just wait until someone wants something. And then at that, because when someone wants something, people don't always want exactly, like, because I do custom pieces too, people don't always want exactly what it is that I like to create. So I started creating just from my imagination, just the things that I wanted to create, to be able to just kind of have a collection and show people what I was like, what was possible, and like what I was capable of. And yeah, after that, it just continued to evolve. I had to become more disciplined and more structured. I'm very, very serious about my calendar and the way that that's set up, because I know that I need to allot time for certain things. It was no longer like, oh, I just kind of do it when I feel like it, because I realized I was never really going to feel like it, It was work now. Like, it was something that had to be planned and scheduled, and I had to be like very intentional about it. I mean, just self-validation. Like I said a little bit ago, I had to develop not only professionally but personally, and having that self-validation, not needing anyone. Like, there was a point in time where I was really in a period of isolation where I wasn't, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I wasn't hanging out with a lot of people. I wasn't listening to a lot of people. And at the time, like I said, it did feel very isolating, but I realized over time that was truly a blessing, because it was just me and my thoughts. I mean, me and God, me, like, and my thoughts, and like what I felt, and like what I wanted to do, and stop. And like, even when it comes to like the design portion of things, like not paying so much attention to trends, like what is it that I want to make? I mean, like, even within the crochet and knitwear world, there's certain trends that people follow, but it's like, I don't want to, for me to be sustainable, I know that I don't want to be like everybody else. I need to do something that's like different, something that people haven't seen, or something that people haven't conceived. But just being able to find that validation for myself, and whatever it is that I feel like I would have preferred someone to say to me, I tell myself that first. Like, I give that to myself. Like, I don't necessarily need anyone else's validation. I mean, that doesn't mean that it doesn't feel good. Mm-hmm. It does feel good to get that validation from people, but I don't need it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I would say like the first real instance of this was probably last year, when a girl reached out and she wanted 2 birthday outfits for her vacation. And it just it was very surreal, because it was like, and you're entrusting me to create like your birthday wardrobe, like 2 birthday looks for you. So like, that just feels so good. And then whenever I'm like scrolling on Instagram and I'm like, and somebody posts something, I'm like, oh my God, like I made that. Like I created that like with my 2 hands. And here they are wearing it. Like that's such a, I don't even know if I can like describe that feeling. It just feels so good. Or like, especially my favorite one now is that there's like 4 or 5 people on Instagram that have like my, and they're wearing my design like in their profile picture. So every time I see the profile, I come across a profile picture and it's like my design. It's like, that is so cool. Like, I mean, I know 4 or 5 probably doesn't seem like a lot, but it's like, it's huge, you know what I mean? To me, you know? So seeing that is like, just feels so good. Ooh, I feel like the connection aspect is probably like one of the most important components of it because, like I said, I was in a period of isolation for a while, and I realized, you know, at a point I thought like, oh man, like I don't have any friends. Like I really want, like, I mean, I have some friends, but like I was like, I really desired more friends, like friendship. And I like when I went to college, like I didn't necessarily get that. A lot of those girls were mean, so I wasn't cool with them for real. But I wanted friendship, and then over time I realized it wasn't friendship that I craved, it was community. It was connection that I craved. I didn't need people like someone that's like super close that we hang out every single day or we talk every day. Like I just wanted deep and meaningful connection with people. And part of when I was getting started, I realized I was trying to think of like, what are the most basic things that I can do to level up in this industry, you know? And one of those things was like building community and building connection. Like that doesn't cost anything. Like it just takes like a little bit of effort. And that meant to me, I was like, okay, what does that look like? That means reaching out to different people, either clients that I've already worked with, or reaching out to models that I've worked with in the past, or even other fashion designers, finding like what type of events are going on in the area that I can be a part of, reaching out to photographers, things like that. And over time, I started to build like an entire Rolodex of people. So like I have people that I can hit up all the time, like photographers that I can work with, models that I can work with, creative directors. And then it started getting to a point where it was like, oh, well, people are like coming to me. People want to work with me. Like people, like I'm not seeking out people like to be a part of their fashion show. They are calling me out to be in their fashion show, you know? So that connection aspect is huge. And just being like around like-minded people, like people that that are on the same path as you, they're a lot more supportive than just like maybe, unfortunately, like your friends and family. They're gonna be a lot more supportive because they see it, they understand it, like they're in it too. So that connection aspect is huge. I remember like I would try to like say it to myself in the mirror, and I'd be like, I'm a fashion designer. I couldn't even look at myself and say it for real. But I just kept saying it. I kept doing it. And like I said earlier, like building that evidence portfolio of making the clothes and making them to fit other people, and like being in fashion shows, like entering my clothes in fashion shows, actually selling my clothes and seeing people in them. Like that's what built that credibility like within myself. Like, and we talk about building credibility like in the industry, but it was like I had to build it for myself first. So no, it was not easy at all. Like it was probably like about 6 months ago that I actually started believing it in myself, you know? And I know I talked about like, or not believing in myself, but like, you know, actually feeling like I'm truly a fashion designer, you know? I mean, and I know I talked about like the validation thing, but and not needing everyone's validation, but that was one of the ones where people saying like, oh, like she's a fashion designer, actually helped. Like saying like people, oh, you guys see it, y'all see it, like I am. I am. So
what does it mean now when you say I'm the founder of Kartandra?
It just it feels really good to see like something that I've started by myself, and like seeing like what it's grown to. I think about like my studio space, my atelier space, and how when I first started it was literally just a few baskets of yarn and clothes in my dorm room. And then seeing like what it's grown to now, like each apartment that I've moved to, I've dedicated a larger space to it. And like I said, when I'm not at work, like this is where I am. Like I'm here, I'm at this desk, I'm literally crocheting. Like it feels incredible. Like, and just I've been receiving more opportunities, just bigger opportunities. So it's reaching a point where like it's beyond what I could have even imagined. Like it's way beyond that. Like getting invited to like other countries to design for events and things like that. That's huge to me. Like, you know, so it just feels so good, and it feels so good to know that I've really stuck with it. Um, like I said, it's about to be year 3, and it's like now is like heavy motion is actually happening, you know. So like I really stuck it out, you know. Um, and I mean, I still have so far to go. But it just feels good. It feels very promising. It feels like I'm actually going to get to like where I desire to go. I would say Kartandra really represents individuality, um, femininity, grace, and overall just slow fashion. I feel like we definitely like we've heard about the fast fashion and how there's there's a lot of like companies and industries that are like literally just cranking out things based on trends. I feel like these pieces take me quite some time, like anywhere from an hour to 20 hours, you know. So it can be quite time consuming, but these aren't pieces that you're gonna like, you know, quickly just like grab up. These are pieces that like really add value to your wardrobe. And I think that as a society, that is what we need to get back to. Not just buying, you know, 20 pieces because you're about to go on vacation, you know, but really investing in pieces that are timeless and really add value to your closet, but buying a few pieces just every season, you know. So I really do want to promote that through my brand. And but yeah, that's what we represent.